and welcome. Live from Channels Television's global headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria, you're watching Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu, and today our focus will be on the Northwest. But before we get into that, let's have a look at our top stories making rounds at the moment. President Bola Tinubu has formally written to the Senate seeking the confirmation of Professor Joash Amupitan as the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec. The request was read on the floor of the Senate by the President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, during plenary today, alongside other communications from the President regarding appointments requiring legislative approval. According to the letter, the nomination is in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution, which mandates Senate confirmation for such appointments. The request has been referred to the Committee of the Whole for further legislative consideration. We start off in Kaduna State, where Governor Uba Sani has emphasized the need for collective efforts by both government and information communication professionals to tackle the challenges affecting Nigeria's food security. The governor stated this when he hosted members of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR, who paid him a courtesy visit at the Sir Kashim Ibrahim Government House in Kaduna.
Members of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, led by its president, Dr. Ike Neliaku, are paying a courtesy visit to Governor Uba Sani at the government house.
Apart from the political role, there is also...
They are here to inform the governor of the professional body's intention to hold their Public Relations Week in Kaduna State in April 2026. An event they hope to use re-emphasize the importance of food security.
People from all over Nigeria and all over the world to discuss on this important theme, food security from policy papers to public plates, the public relations imperatives. I'm delighted to report to all of you that His Excellency the Governor has threatened to give us the best hosting of Nigeria Public Relations Week ever had.
The NIPR team commenced the giant strides recorded by the Sani administration, and the major reason for this visit, they say, is to discuss possible areas of collaboration with the state government to ensure a successful outing.
Why do we choose Kaduna? It's a gateway between north and south. It has the appropriate types of infrastructure in terms of hotels, halls for meetings, good roads, railway and air links.
There is also
Governor Sani thanks the NIPR team for their kind words. Giving further details of some of his administration's successes, he explains how his administration is able to tackle insecurity and make the state safe again for residents, investors and tourists.
When we came in 2023, more than 142 schools were closed down because of insecurity in some of the frontline local governments of our state. 192 primary healthcare centers were closed down because of insecurity. Today, I'm happy we have opened all those schools and those hospitals. In the areas of Beningwari, Giwa, Kachia, even Kajuri here, we have been able to reclaim over 500,000 hectares of our farmlands that were abandoned because of insecurity. Today, our farmers have gone back to farm. Those 500,000 hectares are now being cultivated as we are speaking.
The governor believes discussions around food security and other developmental issues can never be too much, and is asking the NIPR and other professional bodies to constantly use their platforms to mobilize citizens towards productive engagements.
About the essence and the importance of hosting this week in Kaduna. For me, because Kaduna is not just a state, it's a political and spiritual capital of northern Nigeria.
The visit ends with the official presentation of the NIPR Week proposal to Governor Sani and his acceptance of the state to host it.
The Nigerian Content and Development Monitoring Board says 100 youths from Katsina State have been on solar power installation and maintenance training. According to the acting deputy manager, research and development at the board, over 6,000 youths have been trained on the technology by the board across the country.
As part of efforts to empower Nigerian youths with skills in the renewable energy sector, 100 youths are drawn from various parts of Kaduna State to participate in the training organized by the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board. The training aims to build the capacity of the youths, create job opportunity, and alleviate poverty.
The main purpose of this training is not just to train, but to build capacity and as well as create opportunities to pull people out of poverty. Because the truth of the matter is that we cannot, oil and gas industry cannot accommodate all our youth.
The students have shown a passion for the program and they dedicated themselves. They learned a lot within the shortest period of time, which is encouraging, and it is a very excellent activities. And also, I will also advise the participant to make a judicious use of the skills they acquired, because it is highly needed, more especially in this era where we are tilting toward renewable energy in order to control pollution.
In his remarks, the member representing Jigawa Kaita Federal Constituency, Honorable Sadasoli, encouraged the trainees to apply the skills to improve their lives and contribute to the growth of the renewable energy sector.
We must not leave our people behind. We must partake. It's not only in Nigeria, it's all over. The race is to check the value chain in the renewable energy. The next goal is renewable energy, and therefore that's why we have to come and key in our young people into this value chain.
As the world shifts towards renewable energy, initiatives like this will play a crucial role in shaping the future of the nation's workforce.
Environmental experts and academics have raised serious concerns over the worsening state of Nigeria's environment, calling for immediate action to address the impact of climate change and weak environmental governance in the country. The call was made during a hybrid international conference organized by the Faculty of Management and Social Sciences of the Federal University, Gusau, with the theme Digitalization, Environment and Development Challenges in Nigeria.
Researchers, government officials, traditional rulers, and students gather for the third annual hybrid international conference of the Faculty of Management and Social Sciences, Federal University of Gusau, Zamfara State, to discuss Nigeria's environment and development challenges. The conference was organized to stimulate research-driven solutions that will support national development without compromising ecological balance.
In trying to solve our immediate and environmental problems, we want to call on all scholars who are here to bring the intellectual discourse that will be geared towards solving these problems, providing solutions to eminent problems in the society.
In his welcome address, the Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Muhazu Abubakar, represented by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academics, Aliyu Usman, reminded the audience that the world can no longer exist without digitalization, particularly with the advancement of artificial intelligence, AI. He emphasized the need for scholars to prefer solutions to the impact of digitalization on the environment, noting that technological progress must align with sustainable environmental practices.
Digitalization here is the integration of technology into our various operations, ranging from all the challenges we have so far mentioned. So it is our wish that at the end of this conference, scholars will provide solutions way forward to our numerous challenges, bedeviling our national development.
The lead paper presenter, Professor Aminu Abdullahi, of the Usman Danfodio University, in his lecture on environment and development challenges in Nigeria, identified poor environmental governance, weak community participation, and inadequate funding as major factors aggravating the country's environmental crisis.
The problem of poor environmental governance in Nigeria, which include lack of proper participation, insufficient funding, limited institutional capacity, inadequate policies and laws, and weak enforcement, have all combined and contribute to several environmental issues, include widespread pollution from oil spill, oil and gas flaring, increase in flooding, erosion due to inadequate infrastructure, poor waste management, deforestation, and water scarcity, loss of biodiversity, with several consequences for human health, economic development, and sustainable livelihood.
Adding his voice, His Royal Highness Sanusi Ahmed Asha emphasizes the importance of effective policies and community engagement to mitigate the effects of climate change and safeguard the environment for future generations.
One is deforestation. It's a general problem, most especially across our 40 local governments. You see everybody cutting tree, everything. So I don't know what will happen in the future if we continue like that.
At the end of the conference, participants made a resolve to strengthen research collaborations, promote sustainable digitalization practices, and advocate stronger policy frameworks to protect Nigeria's environment.
The First Lady of Kebbi State, Zainab Nasir Idris, has reaffirmed her husband's commitment to continued investments in girls' education and empowerment across the state. She made this known during the flag-off ceremony of an inter-school debate competition in Birnin, Kebbi, held as part of activities to mark the International Day of the Girl Child.
Various performances by schoolgirls and the official launch of debates and games set the perfect environment in Birnin, Kebbi as the state government celebrates the girl child with the creation of a supportive environment where they can learn, grow, and thrive. For many girls, the occasion of the International Day of the Girl Child serves as a moment to reflect on the challenges they face and the determination required to overcome these challenges in pursuit of a brighter future.
Lack of boldness, not speaking in the girls, because many will think that girls don't have the right to education. They think that girls are they don't need education because the education is going to end up in the kitchen. But now my parents have encouraged me that education, girls' child education, don't end in the kitchen, it ends somewhere else, because girls' child education builds the nation. Now I am encouraging all of those girls' child out there who are thinking that are afraid that they cannot become what you have courage in yourself, because girls' child education is very important. Without us, the nation cannot build. Thank you.
In her remarks, the wife of the governor, Mrs. Zainab Nasir Idris, emphasizes the need to provide girls with access to quality education, proper health care, and equal opportunities in all areas of life.
We must continue to ensure that no girl is left behind due to harmful practices, discrimination, or poverty. When we empower our girls, we empower families, communities, and build our nation.
Elsewhere, the Kebbi State chapter of the network of civil society organizations working against child trafficking, abuse, and labor is calling for stronger efforts to promote girls' rights and leadership in Kebbi State.
The team, The Girl I Am, The Change I Lead, emphasizes the power of identity, confidence, and leadership among girls. It reflects a growing movement that encourages girls not only to dream but to take the lead in driving transformation in governance, education, health, technology, and social development.
This year's theme for the International Day of the Girl Child, The Girl I Am, The Change I Lead, underscores the collective commitment to advancing girl child education and preparing them for future leadership roles.
You're watching Newsroom series live on Channels Television. Still ahead, in Sokoto State, 200 widows get empowered with vocational skills. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. In Kano State, the National Association of Nigerian Students has raised concerns over the growing hardships faced by students across the country, calling on the federal government to take urgent steps towards improving the education sector and the welfare of students. Channels correspondent Najim Vincent reports that the students also used the occasion to honor the memory of the late elder statesman and business icon Alhaji Aminu Dantata for his lifetime contributions to education and national development.
He left a lot of legacy, and we, the upcoming generation, we should learn. You have never had him fighting with anybody or had any crisis or any grudges with anybody. So he has listening ear, he listens to people, and he has sympathy. The most important thing in his personality is his kindness and his understanding and sympathy he have for the poor one and everybody in this country.
Recently, you see that the NANS president, the person of Omari Oladoja Odusola, has embarked on a protest based on what is happening between Dangote and Pengasam to issue a statement, very bold one, that the impact of Pengasam in this matter is going to be, is going to make the situation adverse on the economy, because what their demands, will increase the whole price of fuel from what we see. So we are protesting to ensure that the standard are maintained. While Dangote is allowed to operate, let the pumping price of this PMS be very affordable to the students, so that we have cheaper fare and transportation to the students.
Over in Kebbi State, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, in collaboration with the Office of the Special Advisor to the Kebbi State Governor on Nomadic Affairs, has sensitized the Fulani community on the dangers of drug abuse. Speaking during a sensitization campaign attended by members of the Fulani community in Birnin, Kebbi, Deputy Commander of the NDLEA in Kebbi State, Ibrahim Imam, said the initiative became necessary due to reports that some nomads rely on drug substances to carry out their daily cattle rearing activities. He expressed optimism that the awareness campaign would bring positive change as it continues across the 21 local government areas of the state. Mr. Imam also noted that the campaign against drug abuse is ongoing in several schools across Kebbi State.
Whereby young Fulanis who go with cattle, rearing cattle, they will complain that they don't want to go out to rear cattle unless they get the drug. They want to be intoxicated. So that is why on this observation, the state governor now come up with this initiative that the Mieti Allah should go inside Kebbi State to enlighten, alongside with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency Kebbi State Command, to enlighten the Fulani youth. And as it were, we have done it.
Over 200 widows of Nigeria Customs Service personnel have been trained and provided with starter packs in different trades, including tailoring, in Sokoto State to make them self-reliant and able to cater for their needs of their immediate family and contribute to the growth and development of their communities. The training is part of activities of the wives of the customs officers to support the economic need of members of the community, especially the less privileged and those facing challenges. During the flag-off of the distribution of items, the wife of the Sokoto State Governor Fatima Aliyu joined the wife of the Comptroller General of Customs, Kikelomo Adeniyi, in admonishing the beneficiaries of the training to use the items judiciously and ensure the training benefit them and their community. The First Lady of Sokoto State commended the gesture, describing it as a worthy venture that should be emulated, while emphasizing that it's in line with the program and policies of Sokoto State government of assisting the vulnerable members of the society.
You are passionate about fashion or food or crafts, whatever. These These resources will help turn passions. It will turn it into thriving businesses. So I want to implore all of us to come together to build a sustainable livelihood, to foster economic growth, and strengthen our communities.
I also urge our beneficiaries to use this support wisely to become self-reliant and inspire others through their success stories. In Sokoto State, this administration is doing a lot to empower the vulnerable groups through various programs such as Armored Care and Skills Acquisitions Program. We have so far trained thousands of youths and women in different skills. All the trainees were given tools and start-up capital by the state government. Ladies and gentlemen, on the tree planting exercise, trees symbolize life, continuity, and sustainability.
The Kano State government, in collaboration with development partners, has organized a job fair aimed at equipping young people with essential skills and tools to improve their employability and create self-sustaining opportunities. Channel's correspondent Nanchin Vincent reports.
Over 100 young men and women converge at Kano Metropolis for the job fair, an initiative designed to empower youth with digital and practical skills necessary for today's job market. The event, a partnership between the Kano State government and development partners, focuses on preparing participants with the right mindset, technical knowledge, and tools to enhance job creation and employability.
Whoever has anything to do with job fair, especially in the tech ecosystem, government is ready to partner with him and do this together, since government cannot do it alone.
Partners express optimism that the fair is to equip participants with digital skills and exposure needed to compete favorably in the global space.
We also provided avenue for job opportunities where young people can be able to access jobs. So we gave them a platform where employers have their booth, and with that they can be able to get employed. They send their CVs, it gets reviewed, and they get access to opportunities that would give them access to means of self-sustenance.
Participants at the fair share excitement as the initiative will broaden the opportunities and renewed hope for employment.
I've seen different people from different fields submitting their CVs to different organizations, from tech to business to health to everything. So I think it is very nice. It is very nice. It enlightens one to know there are other opportunities out there.
The job pool for current Nigeria and everywhere around is really full. So to work, you have to be working like more jobs. Like let's see countries like Uruguay, Portugal, and all of those states, they have small population. So that's one they cannot actually, they want population, which Nigeria and Kano provided. We are a lot of people in this country. So we can actually access their job opportunities from here and work for them.
The Kano State government continues to roll out empowerment initiatives aimed at reducing unemployment and promoting innovation among its teeming youth population. From Kano Commercial City, Nanchin Vincent, Channels Television News.
Governor Umar Namadi of Jigawa State has flagged off the construction of the Tarabu Matara Alazai Malanta Sawo Iyo Gishomo Gafta Road and commissioned a rural electrification project linking 9 communities to the national grid. The projects were unveiled during the 22nd edition of the Gwamatin Da Jama Citizens Engagement Program in Kikirishama local government area. Our correspondent Sadiq Ilyasu has the report.
In Kirika Samma, Governor Umar Namadi flagged off a major rural road project stretching 23.4 kilometers, connecting 6 hard-to-reach communities in the area. The road, valued at 17.28 billion naira, is part of the state's broader infrastructure drive to boost agricultural activities and rural connectivity.
So the essence of this road cannot be overemphasized, because the construction of this road will improve the agricultural activities that are taking place along this road. And it will allow farmers to transport their goods to the market with ease. Again, it will allow not only the farmers, also the government to have access to these people to help them with the farm inputs. So the construction of this road has a multiplier effect on the economy of Jigawa State and Nigeria in general.
The governor also commissioned a 246 million naira rural electrification project linking 9 communities to the national grid, including Tagi, Ilala, and Gafta.
And in fact, all of them are hard to reach areas. We are determined to ensure that we have provided access to each and every part of Jigawa State, especially the agricultural communities.
As part of the Governor to the Jama'a initiative, Governor Umar Namadi interacted with community leaders and residents, receiving feedback on government policies and development priorities. The governor promised that more people-oriented projects would be executed based on needs identified during the engagement.
I have seen the request for Matarel Ganji Road from Therapy. I want to assure the people of Jigawa State, we have all the surveys of the road that link up our people to the market. Therefore, Matarel Ganji Road is in our drawing board.
With over 20% of the road project already completed, the governor tasked the contractor to accelerate work and meet the 3-month completion target. Sadiq Ilyasu, Channels Television News.
And that's where we drop the anchor in this edition of Newsroom Series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Enjoy the rest of your day.